this is Doxy Mom, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Indy and I, we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, and we've got a lot to get to today, guys. First, I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. Tomorrow, I hope that you get to spend some time with your friends and family and celebrate our wonderful country. Then I want to say a happy 20th anniversary to Boxer Dad, my wonderful husband. Guys, it's just been a great 20 years, and I look forward to the next 20 years spending it with him. And then for my JFK Jr. fans out there, because I don't think we'll be seeing him on the 4th. There's just way too many people that do not want him around. You know who they are, and I just don't think it's safe. I just don't think it's the right timing right now. So just want to throw those things out first. Now, the New York Post, they're reporting that Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested on a 6-count indictment charging her with grooming young girls for sex. The unsealed indictment's charges stem from her role in the sexual exploitation of abuse of multiple minor girls by Jeffrey Epstein as early as 1994. The victims were as young as 14 years old when they were groomed and abused by Maxwell and Epstein. Prosecutors have continued to investigate Epstein's alleged crimes, leaving open the possibility that his associates could be arrested. Now, Maxwell went into hiding after Epstein's death, and no, Epstein did not kill himself. We all know that. And Ghislaine, she was arrested in a house in the woods in New Hampshire after hopping from place to place inside the U.S. Now, Virginia Roberts, she's been very vocal in accusing Maxwell as the one who recruited her as a teenager. Maxwell has constantly perjured herself, claiming that she knew nothing about Epstein having sex with underage girls. Now, Virginia Roberts, she says she was forced to have sex with Epstein, Prince Andrew, and others. And if you haven't watched the Netflix series about Epstein, I highly recommend it, and I'll leave a link. Now, the Gateway Pundit, they're reporting in May a new book that claimed that Bill Clinton had an affair with Ghislaine Maxwell. The nation's 42nd president repeatedly snuck out of his New York home to visit Maxwell at her Upper East Side townhouse. Now, it's detailed in this exclusive report by the New York Post, and we know that Bill, he flew on the Lolita Express with his buddy Epstein at least 24 times down to Epstein's Island, where horrible things took place. So we really just need to pray for Maxwell's protection, because for some reason, people who have dirt on the Clintons end up dead. And I'll leave a link. Now, Matt Couch, he tweeted this out. Does anyone with a functioning brain think Maxwell will survive this? End tweet. So as I said, guys, we have to pray for her safety and pray that she will find Jesus and repent. Now, here's some great news. Kaylee, our president's wonderful press secretary, she tweeted this out. Job report smashes expectations. 4.8 million jobs created in June, beating the 3 million predicted. Largest monthly gain on record. The economy beat expectations by 1.7 million jobs, more than the population of Hawaii. Well done, President Trump. End tweet. Well done indeed. Now, I tweeted this out, I tweeted it out yesterday, that said there are now 182,107 federally sealed indictments. This is war. Timing is important. Continue to be patient and keep the faith, patriots. God wins. So the sealed indictments continue to rise as Durham and his team go after the evil in this world. And please keep Durham and his team in your prayers, along with the president, 17 and the team, the military, and all their families, everyone who's fighting for our country. And I really appreciate y'all praying for me, guys. It just means the world to me. Now, the Washington Times, they're reporting that Judicial Watch filed a federal lawsuit on Wednesday against Washington, D.C., demanding access to paint the streets of Washington with its own political message of no one is above the law. The conservative group said that the city has effectively turned its roadways into a public forum and it must allow those with differing viewpoints from BLM protesters to have the same access, or it's violating the First Amendment. The city painted Black Lives Matter on one street and then allowed protesters to paint Defund the Police next to it. And since the city has allowed that slogan painted by the protesters to remain, Judicial Watch says that shows their support. Now, Judicial Watch has asked for permission to paint their message first on June 10th, but the interim mayor said it would conflict with road markings. So, Judicial Watch asked again to paint on a closed street, and the interim mayor told them to submit an application for a permit. However, there is no such application for a permit to do road paintings. Can you see the runaround that Judicial Watch has been getting? Now, they said that they would gladly follow the rules, but there are no rules, so they're suing. And I will keep you posted, and I will leave a link. Fox News is reporting that New York City lawmakers voted this week to strip $1 billion in funding from its police department. What is wrong with these people? The police already have a hard enough time defending New York as it is. They have a mayor who hates them, and there's been a lot of anti-cop graffiti with messages saying such things as the only good cops are dead cops. Plus, why would anybody want to be a police officer in New York, or really anywhere today? So please keep all the police officers in your prayers, and if you see one, let them know that you appreciate them and that you're praying for them. Now, the other night I got an email from Quip. It's a company that makes toothbrushes, and I bought one about 1.5 years ago, and now for $5 every 3 months they send you a new toothbrush head and batteries. And the toothbrush, it works well, but they sent out an email to all their customers saying Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ's lives matter. Well, I immediately emailed them back and told them all lives matter, and that I couldn't believe a toothbrush company was getting into a political debate. So I asked them to cancel my subscription, and I will not give my hard-earned money to companies that are bowing down to racist organizations like BLM. But that's just me. Moving on, Am a Black Patriot tweeted out this: signing the contract on my rural residential land today. So excited. Black legal immigrant from the Bahamas moved to the U.S. and about to own land. Don't you just love oppression? End tweet. Well, don't you just love this woman? And I am so very happy for her. Now, Define Projection tweeted this out: if you thought the swamp was scared when we nabbed Epstein, imagine how they're feeling now that we have his boss. In tweet. Because, guys, I have heard that she was the one that kept all the blackmail records. Now, David Nino Rodriguez tweeted this: arrest happening, more to come, hashtag Antifa terrorist being hit hard. In tweet. And guys, they need to be hit hard. They hate our country. They're being paid by George Soros to cause as much chaos and confusion as possible, and they've acted like terrorists. Now, they'll be prosecuted as such, so let's just pray that they find Jesus in prison. And next is Fox, Maria Bartiromo. She talked about the new stimulus bill and said that Senator Mitch McConnell was going to probably get rid of the unemployment expansion in the next package. Now, Maria had Texas Congressman Michael Burgess on, and he said that the House and the Senate, they're not seeing eye to eye on this. No big surprise there, but they're trying to get more money into the PPP, the Payroll Protection Plan, so that's good news. And the president wants another round of individual stimulus checks and possibly even larger than the first check that we received. Now, the congressman said that the $600 extra for unemployment will probably expire at the end of July, as it should. If not, people may not ever go back to work. Next, they talked about the COVID numbers being up, but hospitalizations and deaths are down. Now, he said more young people are getting COVID, but it's not as lethal. And then Maria, she brought up an excellent point. She said, well, most of the protesters are young people, and they certainly weren't practicing social distancing. And I'll leave a link, and I'm going to leave you with a quote and a Bible verse. The quote says, when a president holding a Bible makes you angry, but a person setting fire to a church doesn't, then it might be time to look at what feeds your soul. And then Proverbs 3 verse 13 says, blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. Well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.